Aaron froze when he read the message on his wife Mira's phone. He hadn't meant to see it. Her screen had simply lit up while she was in the kitchen, but the single sentence hit him harder than anything he had ever imagined. His heart pounded and a cold, sharp fear settled in his chest. For months he had felt something changing between them, a distance he couldn't explain, but this message felt like the final blow. When Mira came back into the room, she immediately noticed the look on his face. Her eyes widened as she realized what must have happened. Arun didn't yell, didn't accuse, he only asked with a trembling voice what the message meant. Mira exhaled slowly, as if she had been waiting for this confrontation all along. She sat down across from him, her hands shaking slightly, and said she needed to explain everything from the beginning. She told him that her ex-boyfriend Rishi had unexpectedly contacted her a week earlier. He had been dealing with a serious legal problem involving an old business partner and had begged her to meet him just once for advice. Mira had agreed. Not out of love, she insisted, but out of old loyalty and a desire to help someone she once cared about. When she met him the previous night, his situation turned out to be much worse than he had described. They ended up talking for hours, trying to sort through documents and messages, from the man threatening to sue Rishi. It wasn't a romantic meeting at all. It was tense, stressful, and filled with fear. At around midnight, when the pressure became unbearable, Rishi had broken down and asked her to call a lawyer he couldn't afford. She stayed with him until the lawyer arrived, guiding him through the explanation and making sure he didn't lose control. When she finally left, she sent him that message to confirm she had been there until the legal help arrived. Aaron listened silently, struggling between relief and lingering doubt. Mira admitted she should have told him everything earlier, should have trusted him, instead of handling the situation alone. She explained that she was afraid he would misunderstand, afraid he might think she still had feelings for her ex. The more she spoke, the more the tension between them softened, but the hurt in Aaron's eyes remained. After a long pause, Aaron said he wished she had turned to him instead of keeping secrets. Mira reached for his hand and promised there would be no more hidden messages, no more fear of honesty. She apologized not for helping someone in need, but for shutting him out of the truth. Aaron finally nodded, acknowledging that trust could be rebuilt, but only if both of them were willing to work on it. That night they sat together for a long time, not as a couple broken by suspicion, but as two people trying to find their way back to each other. The message had shaken their marriage, but the conversation that followed began to mend it. Sometimes Mira realized the past returns not to destroy the present, but to test how strong it truly is.